wanna check, wanna respect. I got it up, man. So I'm saying, we next, coming up the bank. Everybody coming up around up the tank. A, a, a. Yeah. Ba, ba, Push back, push back. Coming up. You don't believe we did, Jack. Now push back, push back. They don't believe we did, Jack. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's get everything up and running. Do, do, do. Hello. How's it going, Damien? How's it hanging? Pretty good today. How about yourself? How about yourself? How's the day going? How are the kids? How's the family? How's the friends? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? Is it hanging a little bit to the left? Hello, Great North. What's going on, buddy? Hey, Pink Kittens. What's going on? What's going on, Pink Kittens? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? Let's get my other stream up. We'll go vertical. And that should be up there. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, I should probably get the other bot off. Go to bot tricks. Go to bot tricks. I found an idle game I can play while I'm live, but also the great Saros television. Saying my whole government, eh? That's crazy. Well. Saros television. You dirty dog. And then we have a makeout scene. Hey, Nathan. Sure. It's my chat bot. Let me go to timers. Delete that. Yeah, timers are off. That's good. Okay. I got my timers off. Let me see. There's another app, Nightbot. I came here. Hey. What's going on? What's cracking? Go to Nightbot. Learn more. Where's the Nightbot thing? How do I log in the Nightbot? Can I log in the Nightbot, please? There it goes. Twitch. Aloha. What's going on? What's cracking? Hey, Kate. All right. More like Kakarot. Am I right, fellas? What's going on? What's cracking? Where is the timers for this? That's good. That's good. I think that's the only timers I have. Hey, Silverclaw. What's cracking? It has been a hot second, best buddy. I pray she resigns. We're gonna see tonight. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm so excited. So excited. It's an exciting day today. Very, very exciting. A messy day in the old politics sphere going on. From what I'm discovering, it's really messy right now. For 2 minutes, it has been really, really messy in politics tonight. It has been very messy. Very, very messy. I doubt she resigns too, but it has been wildly messy. And I'm a messy guy. Messy guy. Messy guy. I just I like to see things. Okay, Cater. I always thought it was calling me Tater. That's cute. I like that. So, if you don't know what's going on right now, we have our lovely Pam Bondi losing her mind over wrong thing. Losing her mind right now from what I'm seeing. So people are calling. I should probably put this. I have it flipped. I was trying to avoid copyright, but that just looks crazy. Again, I did absolutely nothing. I accomplished 0 things but that. Hold on. There we go. Move me a little bit here. There we go. Now I'm looking like I'm cooking. Hold on. Let me make sure the vertical stream can see me. Okay. That's something. Ooh, my flowers. Okay, and boom. Okay. All right, so Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi. She's doing some interesting tactics. I've seen some interesting tactics so far. I respect them. I respect them because they don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Not even a whole lot. Did you just say messy? I'm seeing some messy tactics. She's the GOAT. I'm seeing some stuff that I haven't seen in eons. Oh, TikTok. You're right. TikTok. My bad. Hold on. 1 second while I get TikTok live up. There we go. Yeah. I flipped it. Don't worry, we got it. So people they're calling for her to resign tonight. From what everything I'm seeing, people want her to resign. Now, are you aware Trump is no longer president? You said you're so aggressive and liberals call it. Are you even aware Triumph is no longer president? You social media voting so-called progressives and liberals call out the left for what? Hi, Mr. Casual. Why should the left do anything when they've been warning you guys since 2015? Why should the left do anything when they've been warning you guys since 2015? You see Eric Kirk buying the seriously if you impeachment of it, she's been profiting. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that. They should dig her heels. She'll be forced out. She's not flat out disbarred beforehand. Sharing her boss great pumpkin piggy bank. Needs to be forced out. And you did all discarded them. Brother, in 2015 I was homeless. And why should the left put out a fire they never started? I don't know, Mr. Casual. I really don't know. It's not a left versus right issue. It's really about stopping pedophiles. This is not a left versus right issue, Mr. Casual. You're barking up the wrong tree. This is not a left versus right issue. This is outing predators. What's going on right now is we're outing predators. This isn't like National Guard booted Trump out. Since last Saturday, hey, what's up, Aya? Also, I'm not a right winger or a leftist. Then you're an annoying enlightened centrist or a independent. Probably. I'm not sure what you are. All I know is that you're barking up the wrong tree here, honestly. I wouldn't vote for either candidate because I hate both life and ref and right in many ways. That's fair. It doesn't matter. Left or right, this is a basic human decency issue. Yeah, I'm really confused. This is not like a left versus right issue. This is just, hey, it's bad that I'm a centrist. Centrists are the worst people on earth. People call me a centrist all the time. I'm not, but they're annoying. Centrists are the guys that are like, these guys are equally as bad. Good night, Damien. Centrist is somebody that just thinks both sides are bad. That's all it is. Hey, what's going on? All right, let's let me go live on TikTok so I can. I'm watching my fridge again. Solid. Love to see it. Got smart fridges. We've really advanced in the future. We've gone further. We've gone so far. But in the end, did it even matter? Hey, it's my favorite, Mr. Showcase. What's going on? It is my favorite. Okay. Now let's see what's we got going on here. So people are talking about Pam Bondi because Pam Bondi at the current moment was lying just straight to people's faces. And it's really interesting. Now, this is what's getting me, right? This was getting me. It's the fact of the matter that people are talking about Trump's tariffs, and they just voted on the House right now to a tremendous blow down Trump. The House has just voted to end Donald Trump's tariffs on Canadian goods. 6 Republicans voted with the oh. have voted against the tariffs, which is pretty chill. They voted against the tariffs. So yeah, I stream Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock to 12. So yeah, show me the vertical. Welcome to the vertical. It's not that much different from the horizontal. So this is interesting that what's going on here. The House votes to overturn Trump's tariffs on Canada, which is pretty chill. So no tariffs on Canada. So they're realizing the tariffs are not working because they're just not working at all. It's a fight. It's a pissing contest, and it's not working at all. It's just not working. It's going bad on both sides. It's generally going bad on both sides. What's happening here? So that's what's happening. Now, outside of this, we got Pam Bondi. Now, this is very funny. At the current moment, she is testifying about the handling of the Epstein files. And this is what she has to say. Let's listen to what she has to say.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan,
This is so important, right? If the stock market goes up, right? If the stock market goes up, that doesn't really affect any of us. Are any of you actually in the stock market? Right? Are any of you in the stock market? Because I'm not in the stock market. I don't think anybody I know is in the stock market. We're not actually in the stock market. It doesn't matter if the Dow goes up or something of that variety. It really doesn't matter. So right now she is supposed to be talking about the Epstein files. That's what's going on right now. She's supposed to be talking about that. But I don't know why she keeps bringing up all this nonsense. She does keep trying to flip the conversations. I'm really confused. I do see the irony in that for sure. I do see the irony in that. But the reason people are getting on Pam Bondi right now, let's go to Pam Bondi because this is all I've searched on Twitter right now. So the reason people are talking about Pam Bondi is because of this right here. This is the big thing. This is the big clip. So this is the big thing.
Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect.
Okay, so this is so funny. She was trying to. This is so crazy to me, because he asked a very direct question, a very, very direct question. I really want you to really look at her body language. I want you to really pick down and pick apart. I want you to look at this, pin it to the dish if you have to. I want you to look at this. You can make jokes if you want to, but this is very important. So look at this, right? Look at her body language. Watch this. This is crazy. Listen to the question he asked. Listen very carefully.
Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
Immediate anger, right? Asking, were there any underage girls at the parties? She could say yes or no, or a hidden third option. She exhales a breath. Look at the she exhales a breath. She exhales the breath. Why would you ask such a question? Stressed. Shaking her head immediately. That's crazy.
This is so ridiculous.
Now, what's ridiculous? What's ridiculous about that question? Right? What's ridiculous about that question? Interesting, one might say.
And that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done.
They're trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. They're trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. I want you to really, really do that. Right? I want you to really think about that, right? They're trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. That's what her answer was to that.
There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that.
So now this is very important. She just said there's no evidence, none, that Donald Trump has committed a crime. None. There's no evidence in any capacity that Donald Trump has committed a crime. That's very specific wording. That is very specific wording. And you are in front of all these wildly specific people. The wording here is very important. Literally lied under oath right here, right? Hold on a second. Let's keep going.
This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked.
This has been the most. She's trying to act like Donald Trump. She's trying to act like Donald Trump right now. She can't do that. She can't act like Donald Trump. You shouldn't do that.
Those
Yeah,
files
I reclaim my time.
be
I got your
released.
answer. You said there's no
President
evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman,
the
please stop the
Congress
clock.
to
Please
sign
stop the clock.
the legislation.
Time.
This is
Time.
this
I'd like
is
to take my
ridiculous.
time.
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
And this is the worst part, right? And I just want to say this. This is a very important thing. One of one of the worst things that you can be is probably a Caucasian girl in America. Now, I know it's going to sound crazy to say that, but hear me out. Because you're not really in a high pedestal, especially in Congress. Because your use is your agency is how useful you are. That's how useful you are, especially with Donald Trump. Because you can tell Donald Trump doesn't respect Pam Bondi. Right? You can feel that. You can feel that. He chose someone that's blonde. He chose someone that he would be with. He chose someone that he thinks is beautiful. That's what he chose. That's what he chose. That was his entire idea. He even stated that on record that he chose her because he thinks she's a good-looking woman. You want to see a good-looking woman doing this kind of stuff. That's what he said. That was his entire reasoning behind it. Now, she's so terrified of losing her position and losing her base in the Trump space that she's doing everything to deflect. She's using the old Trump handbook, and she's pretty good at it. But she's not as masterful of a deflector, nor does she have the protections. But she can say whatever she wants to. This is important. She can say whatever she wants to, because even if she goes to jail, let's say she resigns, goes to jail, all this stuff, who can save her? Donald Trump. Loyalty to Donald Trump will guarantee you everything. Interesting. 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 Let's keep it going.
California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a
I
crime.
believe you just lied under oath.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime. Don't you ever accuse me of a crime. Don't you ever. She thinks being mean, right? She thinks being mean and violent and volatile is going to get her anywhere. It's not. It's not. She thinks being mean and mean is going to help her out. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't just be mean. You can't do that. You can't just be mean and expect people to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to that. You can't just be mean. That doesn't work. You can't do that. Perjury is a crime. Perjury is a crime. Yes. Perjury. I know you didn't know this. Hold on. I know you didn't know this, but perjury under oath is a crime. And we can clock it. If we couldn't clock the lie, if we couldn't clock it, it would be way easier to get away with this. But we're like watching her live. We're watching her live lie to our faces. So they're like, hey, you can't just lie to our faces. That's crazy. You genuinely, that's insane. Why would you think you can lie right to our face? That's crazy. So she's trying to do that. Let's keep going.
And this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to.
So he explains what happens, the crimes and things of that variety. It's really bad. It's horrifying. And it's disrespectful. And it's crazy. And she's just like backtracking and doing all this stuff. And people are going crazy saying she's lying about all this stuff. Because we don't know. We don't know. So here goes another thing she did. This is really fun. I like this a lot.
Didn't see one tweet, not one. I didn't see one tweet when Joe Biden was in office about Bill Clinton. Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once.
So this is interesting, right? I keep seeing a lot of people, especially Republicans, come to this defense where they say, oh, what about when Biden was in office? You can send Biden to jail. You can send Obama to jail. You can send Clinton to jail. As long as you send Trump to jail too. Because we don't care. I don't think you do care. Like, what about the Democrats are fuming. No, we don't care about politics. I don't care about you guys' politics. I don't care about the politicians at all. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care. If you send all of the Democratic politicians to prison, I'd be happy. If you send all the Republicans to prison, I'd be happy. Wouldn't really matter realistically, as long as we get the people in the files realistically, right? As long as we stop the Epstein class of people, wouldn't that be fair to stop the Epstein class of people? Wouldn't that be reasonable to stop the very people that are the known as the Epstein class, these higher echelon of rich people that have so much wealth and so much power and so much influence that they have the actual ability to get away with cover-ups and all these schemes and all these evil things and practices? Would that not be fair? Would that not be fair? Can you guys tell me what Donald Trump has done bad, please? The list is crazy. What good has he done is the real question, right? What good has he done? What good has he done? Has he done good? Are the tariffs a good idea, right? Are the tariffs a good idea? Were the tariffs a good idea? No. Do we have more jobs? No. 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 What list? You're right, Mr. Showcase. What list?
when he was
Weak sauce.
And
Weak sauce.
also, I want the record to reflect that,
I hope you have been well, dear. How's Giuseppe been? Holy, that's a while ago. Giuseppe? How do us go from planet Earth? No idea. Trump has ruined the Republicans. That's great. I mean, eh. eh. Is it American? They don't know. Oh, he sucks. Trump deported illegal migrants that are potential terrorists and extremists. It's people aren't focusing on the bad things he's done. I'll talk about it
with
later.
this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Pretty good.
Oh,
the
is
river
Jewish. I just want to be
as
clear.
well.
Do you want to go there, Attorney
time
General?
belongs
Or
to
do
the
you
ge-
want to go there? Are
Time
you
belongs to the
serious?
gentleman
Talking
from
about
South
anti-Semitism
Carolina.
to
What is this, Zeus Network? Wait, why are they? Wait, she got so heated. She got so heated. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Look at the heat. Hold up a second.
Condemning.
Oh,
Is
Jewish.
Jewish.
I
I just wanna be clear.
Do you want to go
Time-
there, Attorney
time
General?
belongs
Or
to
do
the
you
ge-
want to go there?
They're about to fight. You want to go there? You want to fight? Why are they about to fight each other? They're getting rage baited. Oh my god, they're getting rage baited. Look at the cameraman. Look at him. He's like, oh. He's like, oh, world star. World star. What is he doing? What is he doing? Israel mentioned. What's happening? Oh, we didn't allow prices. They say we keep them up so that people keep their prices so the value doesn't fall. So this is really funny, right? This is super fun. This is what Trump did, and I'm gonna explain what Trump did and why this is so funny to me. Trump, this is what he said. He said he's gonna make housing more affordable, but then he said, but the old people, I really don't want them to lose their housing because that's scary, and I know you worked hard for your house. So what we're gonna do instead of you guys lose your house is we're just gonna let you guys keep the value of your houses. So us younger people are still screwed over because we're not going to get new houses. He literally said, hey guys, I don't want the old people to lose the value in their house. I don't want those guys to, you know what I mean? So keep the houses going up. No new houses. We're not going to make housing more affordable because it would hurt the people who have houses. So, and you know who has houses? You know who has houses? Old people. Old people. Old people. That's crazy. No, I'm not still moving. I said that I'm not moving anymore. That's crazy. That's so crazy. It's so interesting to me. It's so wildly interesting to me. I find it wildly fascinating. It's so fascinating to me. Oh, there goes the chat. I find it so it's so fascinating to me. It's so wildly fascinating to me. I'm not still moving away now. I'm not still moving away. I'm staying in Detroit, but it's so wildly fascinating to me. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to me. I find it to be the most interesting thing of all time. It's so interesting.
Are
Time
you
belongs to the
serious?
gentleman
Talking
from
about
South
anti-Semitism
Carolina.
to a woman who
Lady
lost
will-
her grandfather in the Holocaust?
I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time.
Really?
The committee will be in
Reclaim my
order.
time. Talk to Jared Wise about
She storms
anti-Semitism.
out.
The ranking member.
She stormed out. This is a lie. You're right. I'm Kevin. I'm right. That is a lie. I'm young and own 3 houses by blood, sweat, and tears. My bad. You got 1 house through blood, 1 house through sweat, and 1 house through tears. My bad. Hey, thanks for the $20 through super chat. What's this, Agent? What do you got here? Let me read it. Let me read it. I have to do a rigmarole to read chats now. I'm so sorry. I gotta read things through the Vine now. 1 second. Let me pull this up. What do you say? 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 I can't. I'd love to read donations. I just can't because of the way my stream is set up. It's really goofy. That's on me. Pam Bondi showed me that she's so resistant and adverse to the truth that if we threw it into space, the rules of physics might change. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's so interesting to see this. It's so interesting. People are going sicko mode about this. And it's wild to see what's happening here. It's really interesting. Because I've seen this, I'm watching the hearing and stuff like that. And then today, I believe I saw this today, so I don't know when it came out, but today. Maybe you went to YouTube again? Go ahead and try it out. So, CoffeeZilla released this video, right? He interviewed congressmen on the Epstein cover-up. And this is very interesting. This is very interesting. These are Republican congressmen. These guys are congressmen that are Republican. They're Republican congressmen, right? And he was talking to them. So this is really interesting.
Today, I interviewed Congressman Ro Khanna on the Epstein files. He's one of the origins of the Epstein Transparency Act, along with Thomas Massey, who I also tried to get on the show. They are a Republican-Democrat duo who have been fighting to get the Epstein.
What do you think about Epstein potentially being still alive? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If he is, then that'd be insane. If Epstein was still alive, that might actually cause a riot. Like that might be the breaking point. If Epstein's still alive, that might be it. That might be the breaking point for America. I promise you, that might be the breaking point for America. How quickly do you think the collapse will happen? It's only a matter of time at this point. I think the collapse is further away than you think. I think it's further away than you think. You know, signed up for 4 years and Republicans released in their first year, and there's a cover up. Okay, so Adams, hear me out. This is so important, right? This is so important. So the Democrats didn't run on releasing the files, right? Let's jot that down. Let's start right there. And if there are Democrats in there, then they're covering them up too. Because a lot of people will come in here and they'll say, "Hey man, the Democrats did. I need you to be quiet for 13 seconds. I just need you to be quiet. Like genuinely, I need you to be quiet." Because I'm telling you, Democrats, Republicans, that's worthless to me. I want the ultra wealthy to be punished. Full stop. I don't care if it's Bill Clinton. I don't care if it's Barack Obama. I don't care if it's Joe Biden. I don't care if it's Donald Trump. I don't care if it's Humpty Dumpty. I don't care if it's Shrek. I don't care who the person is. I do not care. That is insignificant and inconsequential to me. What I'm telling you with my whole chest is that most people don't have a cult-like following for Donald Trump. The Republicans reached him after a year. That's amazing. I'm so happy after we pushed back so hard to get them to release it. After they said they were going to release it, they released it. That's amazing. Yes, there's a cover-up. Stop being stupid. I beg of you. I beg of you. Oh, so they suddenly suddenly weren't interested in the files that they believed Trump was in while they had them? That's not what I'm saying. I don't care about that, dude. Listen, the Joe Biden, horribly corrupt person, and he sucks. Are you happy? Are you satisfied that I'm saying, hey, Joe Biden sucks too? Yeah, Joe Biden sucks. Are you happy? You think he's the one conspiring against everyone? The entire power structure comes down on one guy. You think he's the one conspiring against anyone? I got yelled at for watching you yesterday. Who? Who was yelling at you? Adam, I don't think you've been here the whole stream, but I do appreciate you. Now then, illegal immigrants are destroying the black community. I gotta appreciate these guys in my chat. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Epstein files publicized, and it's my privilege today to interview him. You're one of the few people who's actually been allowed to see the unredacted Epstein files. What did you find?
Well, first, we found that they were protecting the identity of 6 men. I mean, Massey and I went for 2 hours, and there were 6 men who were listed as co-conspirators, and their names were redacted. I went to the floor of the House of Representatives today, and I called out those 6 men by name.
Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikoladze, Leopig Leonor, Nicola Caputa.
That is the most gangster. That's the most gangster thing to do. I went to the floor and set their names, is what I did. I went to the floor and set their names. I went to the floor and set their names. That's what I did. That's what happened.
Sultan Ahmed.
By a family member? For watching me? What? What family member? What did I do? What did I do? Who's in? What did I do? What? Why'd they make fun of me for what? Why'd they make fun of you for watching me? What did I do? What? What did I do? Is there something I did? Did I offend your family member? Does your family member hate me? What's going on? What's happening?
Bin Sulayem, CEO of Dubai Ports World, and billionaire businessman Leslie Wexner.
We need courage in this country to hold people accountable who have been accused of some of the most heinous crimes. I mean, men who either raped underage girls or went to Epstein's Island knowing underage girls were being raped or paraded around.
One of the biggest parts of this story has been the meta story of the cover-up. Every time it seems like they're going to get the files out there, it's like opposite day. They redact names they shouldn't. They miss deadlines. They mischaracterize evidence. You know, just recently I saw.
So let's say there's a guy in chat going crazy right now. Let's say your theory is correct. Let's say, right? Let's do a hypothetical here. Let's say Donald Trump really wanted to get these files out, right? Right? Donald Trump wanted to get these files out, and he wanted to be fully transparent and do that. Now we got the files, and I'm very happy that the Trump administration has finally gotten the files out, and I will give them credit where credit is due. So why? And this is so important. This isn't even a political issue. This is a Department of Justice issue, but because of the incompetence, it turned into a political issue, and now it's turned to pure political pressure. I want you to recognize that this was not a political issue. This was an issue for the Department of Justice for very high-profile people, and was first overturned on local authorities, and now after political pressure, it was now pushed to be a political issue. So, after pushing and pestering over and over again. And I don't trust Biden. I don't trust Bill Clinton. I don't trust Trump. I don't trust any of them. So you're coming to me and you're continually saying, but the Democrats were dead. You are a fool. You're a fool. And that's okay. It's okay to be goofy. It's fine. It's okay. I don't care about that. That's not my concern. That's not my concern. My concern is that nobody's being arrested right now. At all. No one is getting arrested right now. So strange. No one is. It's so odd. That's what I want. Anyway, Spam Bondi.
An FBI memo that there were no cameras in bedrooms of Epstein's house. And then you look at the photos the FBI took, there's a camera in his bedroom. So I just want to understand this. To me, this looks like a cover-up, but who are they covering for? First of all, do you agree with that? Who do you think they're covering for, and if you think they're covering it up at all?
It's obviously a cover-up. It's probably one of the biggest cover-ups in American history. I mean, they're covering up for rich and powerful people who visited this island where young girls were being not just the American elite, the global elite. This is shaking the British monarchy. It may topple the British government. It has the Norwegian prince.
Trump reported Epstein in 2006. As a matter of fact, let's go through that claim. I'd like to look at that because I keep hearing people say that. I made a whole video about it. As a matter of fact, let me show you. I made an entire video. I'm on Instagram and everything. I'm going everywhere. I made an entire video about Trump reporting on it because he did report on it. He did report on it, right? It's right about Trump's moral makeover. Here it goes. Right here. This one. This is him reporting on it. Right? And this is the letter he sent right here, right? And I'm going to read you this letter bar for bar because I can tell that you guys don't read. So Trump, police, Epstein. We can look up those words. So Trump reported on it, right? This is very important. This is very important. Let's see. Trump, police, Epstein. Trump called the police on him. So this was, now who is the person saying this? You may be wondering. The person saying this is a ex-police chief. Is an ex-police chief, and this is from 2019, 13 years after. He knew Epstein was disgusting. Now this is exactly what Trump said. This is exactly what Trump said. So let's go bar for bar. Let's go bar for bar. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil and to focus on her. That is the end of Trump's statement. I want to point this out. That's it. Let's go back so we can actively break this down so you can actively understand what I'm saying, right? He knew Epstein was disgusting. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil and to focus on her. Okay, cool, right? Now, this was in 2006. After 2006, there are photos of Trump in 2008, 2009, 2010 still hanging out with Epstein. Now, a lot of people are saying that he was an FBI operative, right? He was an FBI operative. So let's observe that claim. Mike Johnson claimed Trump was anti-Epstein informant, then retreated amid criticism. He went back on his words when he said that. He said that 5 months ago. He said that 5 months ago is what he said. So that's interesting. So he did. False. False what? False what? False what? False what? I'm just using exactly what you're telling me. False what? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Good on Trump. So that's pretty cool. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out that they were investigating Epstein. So he was one of the very first people to call. That's pretty cool. But who is stating this? Who is stating this? Who is stating this? Who's stating this? So who is stating this? An ex-police chief. But let's investigate who is the ex-police chief that's stating this, right? Because this is a one-off claim. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. All this other stuff is kind of worthless. All this other stuff is worthless. So let's look into it for a second. Let's look into it, right? Let's do some investigative research. I went to Goo. Goo. Who made the claim that Trump called the cops on Epstein? Ex-police chief. There's an ex-police chief, right? This is an ex-police chief. This is a day ago. Ex-police chief. A former Florida police chief said he received a call from Donald Trump in 2006 in which the now president told him everyone knows about Epstein's behavior. Now, this is very interesting. Everyone knew, even Donald Trump. So, everyone knew. Very interesting. Interesting, right? According to the FBI, the document is a written record of a 2019 FBI interview from a former Palm Beach police chief who alleges Trump called him after the document launched an investigation at Epstein and said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone knows he's been doing this." The officer's name is redacted, but the officers, thanks for the $5 Sage, and I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and read that real fast later. The officer's name was redacted, but documents identify the interview subject as a Palm Beach police chief at the time of that was Michael Rader, who told the Miami Herald that he received the call from Trump. The president had consistently denied any wrongdoings in relation to Epstein and has said he did not know about his crimes. Now, Donald Trump has said countless times that he had no idea about what Epstein was doing. But this phone call contradicts the entire thing. So which is it? Did Donald Trump know in 2006 about Epstein's evil stuff? Or do we listen to him now where he says, I had no idea? So which is it? I'm just curious which one it is. Which one? I just need to know. I just don't know. I just don't know. You have 2 parallel streams. Why? Vertical, horizontal. You get more people on vertical. It's so interesting. So I'm very interesting. I'm just curious here. So let's go back to this. So these are people that are in Congress. So here it goes.
Princess now not being able to be a queen. I mean, it's had international reverberation.
Of course, I'm so glad you brought that up. That's one of my biggest problems with this story. Internationally, we're seeing some accountability, however small. I have seen zero accountability in America. And so, look, while I appreciate the transparency, I was talking to friends, people who follow the show, and they said, where is the accountability? Are we going to see a single person in America besides Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein face justice?
I am using OBS to do this. So this is quite interesting, right? So other places are having wild things happen just by mentioning of the Epstein files in there, right? The files have only just come out. You're right. The files have only just come out. But let's be real, Gradual Decay. I want to be honest with me. The Department of Justice has had these files and have been teasing these files for quite some time. They just came out to the public. So the girl's pretending to be victim. That's cool. So interesting. It's quite interesting. Interesting. So let's keep going.
That's why I went to the floor today and named these people. I wanted those names public. I mean, if the Justice Department isn't going to do their
0 files released under Democrats. Those people didn't go down 2 years ago. You're right, Bumps Johnson. You're 100% of right. Yeah, Ghost, you're actually right. Democratic Party, you're 100% correct. You're correct. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. And I 100% agree with you. Who are you arguing with? You're correct. You're correct. You are 100% correct. I agree. So let's get him in jail, right? Let's do that. I agree with you. No, I agree with you. Right? Do you think I'm against you? Now ask yourself, why didn't Biden release them? Because they had nothing to do with Trump. Because that had nothing but that Trump was turning rats in. Cool. That's great. Fine. Then let's get him in jail. Hopefully Donald Trump can bring him to prison, right? Hopefully we can do a full investigation and Trump can get him in jail, right? Am I wrong? Mystic, I gotta ask you a question. What does the age of consent mean? I realize you don't know what that means, so let's look it up. What does the age of consent mean? Now, I know you don't know what it means, and this is super fun. This is gonna be super fun. So the age of consent is the legally defined minimum age as a person is capable of agreeing to sexual activity if established. So it's generated from 16 to 18 years. This is very important, right? So that doesn't mean, this means that a 20-year-old cannot be with a 16-year-old, right? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that that means a 20-year-old that... Does the age of consent mean a 20-year-old can be with a 16-year-old if 16 is the age of consent? Now let's look it up as a family. Romeo and Juliet laws. It must be the Romeo and Juliet laws. Let's try 25. Let's try 25. It has to be Romeo and Juliet. Let's try 25. Instead of social activities. Romeo and Juliet, strict laws, blah, blah, age gaps. That's AI. "23 and up." Let's just use this. Up to the age of 23. However, a person 24 years or older who engages in conduct where he commits battery or second-degree felony. So I'm assuming, this is my guess here, I'm assuming that Trump and Epstein were above the age of 23, right? So the age of consent means that a 16-year-old and another 16-year-old, or maybe a 17-year-old and another 17-year-old, that's the legal age. So if this age of consent is 15 and two 12-year-olds commit this act, it's illegal, right? If two 12-year-olds commit the act, that's illegal. The age of consent is made so people that are young, like 15, can be with each other. The age of consent doesn't mean an older person can be with a younger person. An adult can never, right? Right? Isn't that important? Right? Depends on the state. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I give you that. It depends on the state. So in what state, and I'm just curious here, maybe you can tell me, in what state can a man that's above the age of, let's say Epstein and Trump were 35 and they were being with 16-year-olds? So a 35-year-old can be with a 16-year-old? Because that's not what the age of consent means. It's Romeo and Juliet laws. That's not what the age of consent means, actually. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. Right? That's not what it means. That's legally not what it means. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. Let's look it up. So here goes the map. We have a map now. We'll use a map. We have a map. You seem cool, but do you have any idea what you're talking about? Okay, I want you to look at me. I want you to look at me in my face. I want you to look at me in my face right now. The age of consent, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say the age of consent is 14. That means somebody that's 14 and 14 can be with each other. 14 and 15 can be with each other. Now, 14 and 16, that's when Romeo and Juliet law kicks in because it's above 2 years. That's the law. I worked in a pro bono law office. Don't test me. I know the age of consent laws everywhere. The number is all that matters, but the law is the same everywhere, right? The number changes, but the law in itself is different. So, a legal adult cannot be with a minor. A legal adult cannot be with a minor unless in special cases, if they were already verifiably in a relationship. Let's say a 17-year-old and 16-year-old are dating, and then a 17-year-old turns 18 before the other person turns to another age. That's Romeo and Juliet laws. That's where it applies. In rare off cases such as that, that's where it applies. That's it. Now, that's it. Are you aware? Does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense? I'll give you that. I'll give you Trump is innocent until proven guilty. I'll give you that. But I'd like him investigated. That's what it is. That's the law. About tradition in every state. Well, let's read the law. Let's read the law. Let's use Wikipedia. Let's use Wikipedia. Let's use Wikipedia. Beware pro bono, get what you pay for. You're right, Scott. You're not wrong. You can pay for nothing. You're not wrong. Let's read it bar for bar. In the United States, each state and territory sets the age of consent either by statutes of the common laws, and there are several federal statutes related to protected minors from sexual predators, depending on the jurisdiction. The legal age of consent, that is the age at which one can consent to anyone older, is between 16 and 18. Many states also include close in age exemptions, which legalize activities involving those under age of consent, where both partners are close in age in some places. Civil and criminal laws within the same state conflict with each other. Now, I know this part's going to confuse you, right? That is the age at which one can consent to anyone older. That's going to confuse you. That's going to confuse you. So I'm going to help you out here because there's a restriction on that. The restriction is if they're a minor. Now, this is important. This is important because if you're 18, when you're an adult, you can sleep with anybody. You can sleep with a 60-year-old. However, if you're 16, you're still a minor. Hence why we have the restricted by age difference law right here, right? Now, this is important, right? Younger partner is deemed able to consent to having intercourse with an older one as long as their age difference does not exceed a specific amount. The column shows these partners' age of consent under these rules, not the age difference. So, we have all the list here. Now, in any of these lists, you can see them. You can see them by age and by authority. You can see these, right? You can see these. It's different each state. Is 20, besides Washington, is 21. So we see that. That's it. We got that, right? We got that. We got that. We got that. So restricted by authority, younger partner is deemed able to consent with older partner so long as older partner is not legally recognized position of trust or authority, which the latter is abusing over the former. Unrestricted, age at which it is deemed able to consent, or the marriage age they must be married. This is important. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope I don't have to do that. 18. A 17-year-old when I was 19. Does that make it good or bad now? The age of consent. Romeo and Juliet laws, I imagine. I imagine it's Romeo and Juliet laws, but, who's to say? That's what it is. So that's what it is. Now, we're talking about like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. That's only if it's the law. I'm looking at the law right now, brother. We're looking at the law together. We're doing this together. We're looking at the law together. Did you not know we're looking at the law together? This is the law. We're looking at it. I don't know if you know that, but we're looking at the law right now. We're looking at the law right now. I'm looking at it. Like, we're actively together, and we can see the age of consent in the United States. Like, are you trying to... You're cool, low-key? Hey, what's going on? So, like, I mean... like... It's if he wants to go by just pure law, that's understandable. Now, we can go into the history of this right here. While the unrestricted age of consent is between 16 and 18, all states laws have varied across the country in the past. In 1880, age of consent were set at 10 to 12, with the exception of Delaware, where it was 7. Now, this is very important. This is because back in the day, people didn't live as long, and 7-year-olds should be able to be with 7-year-olds. That's what it was back in the day. In 1920, 26 states had the age of consent at 16, 21 states 18, and 1 state had the age of consent sort of. Now, age of consent only applied when a female younger than their male partner. By 2015, age of consents were gender independent. Until the late 20th century, many states had provisions requiring that a teenage girl must be of chaste character in order to be sexual conduct to be considered a criminal. In 1998, Mississippi became the last state to remove the chastity provision from its code. Now, all these words may be very confusing to you, right? Let's talk about federal law. Federal law, this is all states, so you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to go by state, forbids the use or any means by communication to persuade or entice a minor, defined as under 18 throughout the chapter, to be involved in a criminal sexual act. Now, this is interesting because I know the law. I know the law. I am so good at it. I have been to jail. I know the law. I'm a convicted felon. I'm a convicted felon. I would say registered felon. It didn't make any sense. I'm a convicted felon. I used to be a Crip. So I learned the law. I used to be a Crip. So I know the law. So I don't get in trouble. That's what I did. That's what me. That's what I did. So I know this. As under 18 throughout the chapter, this is the whole chapter, anyone below the age of 18, the act has to be illegal under state or federal law to be charged with a crime. So that's what it is. The federal law. Most ex-cons understand. Were you about to say registered? I was about to say registered felon, which isn't true. It's convicted felon. I'm not a registered felon. I'm a convicted felon. So this is interesting. So this is also interesting. The Protect Act of 1992. This would get Epstein in trouble and Trump in trouble. Makes it a federal crime to possess, create sexually explicit images of anyone under 18 years of age, regardless of consent. Regardless of consent. This is federal law. This is federal law. This is federal law. This isn't dependent on state. Thank you for saying congrats on my used to be's. But this is federal law. This is federal law. So are we clear here? Are we clear here? Anyways, here go all the states where the age of consent 16. Right here. Here you go. Hope you enjoy all the states, every state. There are loopholes. There are loopholes. So there's a lot of laws here, and each state has specific laws, but they can't go against federal law. Let's continue with Bondi, because Bondi is probably getting torn apart right now. Let's see what Twitter is saying about Bondi. Let's see Pam Bondi. Let's continue with Bondi. Latest. Let's see latest. Now, I really want to talk about this one. This is very important. I want to talk about this. I got to talk about this one the most. This is very important to me. The reason this one is important to me is because it shows deflection strategies in the Trump diaspora. So this is really interesting, right? This is what she said when talking about the Epstein files.
The Dow is
How do the live stream scrolls work? Oh, I'm here. You can see me. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, sorry. You guys can't see me. I'm here. I'm here. Oh my God. Could you not see the I realized I was reading this. Was I reading this? I was reading this and I realized you guys couldn't see it. I made a oopsie. I realized you guys probably couldn't see it. Sure. I have 3 screens. It's okay. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I was on Wikipedia reading all this. That's my bad. That's okay. We're all here. We are family. Come on, everybody, and see. We're watching a Wikipedia article. I think the horizontal stream was, but the vertical wasn't. I have 2 streams up. So the vertical stream was not. It was not watching it. It was not. I just realized that because I went to the Pam Bondi video. So this is the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna go to this. I want to talk about this for a second. I really want to talk about this. This is very important to me. So
the Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin.
So when talking about the Epstein files, she's bringing up other great accomplishments in order to downplay it. Now, I want you to picture this for a moment. I want you to carry through a journey with me. Grab my hand, and let's go through a journey. Imagine if you're my lover. You have an issue with me, and you say, hey, I don't like the fact that you punch me in the stomach every day. And I say, wait, but I make you breakfast every day. And then you say, yeah, but you still punch me in the stomach every day. And then I say, yeah, but I make you breakfast. Have you not considered I make you breakfast? I take out the trash and I pay half the bills. but you still punch me in the stomach every day. Could you please stop punching me in the stomach? And then I say, oh, wait a second, but you're not really realizing the fact that I rub your feet. I rub your feet. That is what the equivalent of what she's about to say. That this is really hard to imagine. Oh, I'm sorry. Imagine I'm a beautiful girl. That's abuse? Yeah, but I'm cooking you steak. Have you considered that I'm cooking you steak? Cater, have you considered that I'm cooking you steak? Have you, well, hold a second, but have you considered, hold on, have you considered that I'm cooking you steak, right? Have you considered that? I think we're not focusing on the steak, guys. I'm making steak. I'm making steak. You guys aren't really realizing. Okay, hold up a second. But it's steak with butter. Does that sweeten the deal? Steak with butter. You're vegan? I'm making tofu steak. Huh? Have you considered that? Anyways, that's what she's doing right now. That's what she's doing.
The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked.
Thank you so much, Sajan. Man, I'm just gonna read it on stream. Let me see if I can. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. 5 more for the great analogy. I'm gonna steal that. I appreciate that. $5 for the great analogy. I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna super zoom that every time that happens.
Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan,
Committee will be in order.
Mr. Jordan, am I going to get an
I want to point this out. Yeah, both sides do it. Both sides do it, and it's fine, right? You can call out both sides. You call out both sides. I'm 100%. You're 100% welcome to call out both sides. Oh, the Democrats did this. The Republicans did that. You are more than welcome to call out what the Democrats or the Republicans are doing. That's all good and fair. All is fair in love and war. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Right? So, what about the fact that you put your cigarettes in my house or light? I paid for gas this week, but you shot me in the leg. Yeah, but I paid for gas. But I paid for gas. Yeah. Very, very One Piece analogy. Listen, if it's my favorite thing about this whole thing is got to be Bill Gates. Now, I don't know if you know what Bill Gates said, but Bill Gates is the funniest man to ever exist. Sorry, not Bill Gates. Sorry, Bill Clinton. Oh, I'm saying Bill Gates. Bill Clinton. A lot of Bills here. William Clinton here. This is my GOAT. This is my GOAT. Let's talk about my GOAT real fast. Let's talk about the GOAT real fast. This is the funniest thing. He's taking everybody out with him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. I have called for the full release of the Epstein files. I have provided a sworn statement of what I know. And just this week, I've agreed to appear in person before the committee. But it's still not enough Republicans in the House over a second. He's in the fight. He's like one of the worst ones. He said, now Chairman Cormier says he wants cameras, but only behind closed doors. Who benefits from this arrangement? It's not ethnic victims who deserve justice, not the public who deserve justice. It only serves partisan interests. This is not fact fighting. It's pure politics. I will not sit idly as they use me as a prop in a closed door kangaroo court by a Republican Party running scared. If they want answers, let's stop the games and do this the right way. In a public hearing where the American people can see for themselves what this is really about. That's crazy. That's crazy. From the D? Yeah, I'm on the east side. East side. Sorry. William Clinton. William Clinton. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Bro is Vegeta. I'm gonna show you. He's Vegeta. He's crazy. He's nuts. He's off his gourd. Brother's off his gourd. Brother is off his gourd. Brother's off his gourd. He doesn't care. He's like, I had a good time. Look at him. This is an edited photo. This is an edited photo. Anyways. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. That photo is edited? Yeah, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's still cool. He doesn't care. Bill Clinton wants to take out everybody. Bill Clinton is going full nuclear. And I gotta respect the full nuclear option. He said, bring the nut chopper. I'm putting my nuts on the I am going to go face first in the ball crushing factory. That painting was hanging Epstein's mansions. Listen. Because he doesn't care. What's up, Mr. Gamer? He hasn't been impeached. He's 100% in the files. You're trying to put people down with him. Yes, Ballsy. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yes. He's in the files. He's saying, yeah, I'm in the files. What's up? What's up? Hold on. I'm in the files. That's Bill Clinton. I'm not in the files. Would it be crazy? It'd be crazy if I was in the files. The files are crazy. Has anybody ever actually gone through the files? Has anybody has anybody looked at them? Wow, that's a great verification. They made this annoying to go through. Jesus Christ. They made this like the most annoying thing to go through. Oh, brother. There are so many pages. There's so much garbage to the Epstein files. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Remember to vote blue in the midterms? When are the midterms? When are the midterms? Oh man, this is gonna be wild. The midterms. Trump's not going to jail, fool. Oh, this is important, guys. This is gonna sound nuts. And just hear me out here. I don't think anything bad is gonna happen to Trump. Right? Right. This is gonna sound nuts. I don't think Trump is going to face any. Actually, let's go to Truth Social. Let's go to Truth. What did Trump say on Truth Social? Let's go here. Let's go to Truth Social. Let's go to my GOAT's page, bro. Let's see what my GOAT is doing. So we got Trump RX, right? He's bringing drug relief at an affordable price. Let's talk about my GOAT. Let's talk about my GOAT, guys. He is currently immune to any punishment. Yeah, he is technically immune. There's immediate drug relief, bro. Can I sign up for this, bro? How do I sign up for this? Can we sign up? Can we sign up for Trump RX? Can we sign up for Trump RX, bro? Can we sign up? How do I sign up? Let's figure this out. As a matter of fact, let's go full Trump. Let me get the Trump phone. Let me get the Trump phone. Let me get the Trump phone. Where's the Trump phone at? This is the Trump phone. Let's go to Trump Mobile. Let me enroll in the Trump phone right now. Let's see. Hold on. Let me enroll in this real fast. Let me. Is there a next step? Or a next step? Hold up a second. I'm going to enroll in the Trump Mobile plan real fast. Give me a second. Let me enroll in the Trump Mobile plan. Let me enroll in the Trump Mobile. I'm about to sign up for Trump Mobile, bro. This what I'm about to do. Cause if I can't sign this loudest clacking on earth, dude. If I can't sign up for Trump Mobile, then what's the point? What's the point? If I can't sign up for the Trump Mobile? These password requirements are child's play. Oh my god. Bro, they don't even require a special symbol. That's crazy. Give me a second. Let me put in my address real fast. Hold on. I don't want to dox myself. Sure. Choose device brand. I'll get to choose the device brand. Okay, I think I can show this. Hold on. Let me choose my device brand. Let's see. I'm definitely not gonna dox myself. I'm gonna choose Apple. Device model. Ooh, I got a 16 Pro. You can't use a SIM card for our device. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm good. I want eSIM. Transfer my existing number. I'll just choose a new number. So they want me to pay $50 and then $100 to do this. Let me see. Complete order. I'm not gonna show you guys this, but I'm gonna tell you what just happened. I'm gonna tell you what just happened. So I tried to sign up for Trump Mobile, and they said it was $50, and the final checkout price was $700. They said it was $50. They said it was $50, and then they tried to. They said the confirmed final price was $700. I'm not doing that. Does that say prices and receipts? All right, find the Lord's Lord. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see if I can sign up for. Okay. All right. How do I sign up for Trump RX? How do we sign up for it? Wegovy pills, Ozempic. Oh, I can get Ozempic? Yo, I didn't know I can get Ozempic. That's so cool. That's amazing. That's cool. How do I browse medications? How do I just sign up for it? How do I sign up for the Trump RX? What's going on? Browse. What if I have AIDS? What if Vetricept. Cool. Starting at $600. Okay, that's cool. That's amazing. Asthma. I have asthma. Iaspora. Golly. Holy, that's kind of expensive. This is just the beginning. That's so cool. How do I Oh, I don't even know how to, I can't even sign up for Trump. This is insane. Well, that's a little bit difficult. I can't really figure that out. All right, well, let's figure out what he's saying on Truth. Let's see what our president is saying. Well, Kevin said the very mediocre at best. Reno Governor was losing the election to a Democrat primarily because he did that job. He called for my up. I endorsed him and he won. Sorry, my cherished Oklahoma, to have done that to you. Okay, that's cool. Canada has taken advantage of the United States on trade for many years. They are among the worst in the world to deal with, especially as it relates to our northern border. Tariffs make a win for us. Easy. Republicans must keep it that way. Okay. I love this. Let's talk about my go. Any Republican in the House or Senate that votes against tariffs will seriously suffer the consequences come election time, and that includes primaries. Our trade deficit has been reduced by 78%. The Dow Jones has just hit 50,000, and the S&P 7,000, all numbers that were considered impossible just 1 year ago. In addition, tariffs have given us great national security because the mere mention of the word has countries agreeing to our strongest wishes. Tariffs have given us economic and national security, and no Republican should be responsible for destroying this privilege. That's interesting. They got Trump estrogen. Do they got Trump estrogen on Trump RX, bro? Can we get some Trump estrogen, guys? Hold up a second. Go to Trump RX. Let's figure this out. Is estrogen here? Can we get estrogen, please? Estrogen. They got vaginal cream. They got Premarin. Where are these things? I don't know if this is actual. I don't know. Let's see. The Dow. Yuck. What was it a year ago? A year ago, it was at 38,000. Well, now it's at 50,000. Well, I'll be. That goat, he's right. The goat is rising. It is rising up. That's pretty good, you know? What it mean for common Americans if the Dow rises? What does this mean? Oh my god. My chest. Okay, all right, let's. Oh. No one ever reads the articles. You're right. You're right. I should read the articles. Let's read this. The Dow, the DJI is one of the most quoted financial barometers in the world as because amounts to the financial markets in general. When people say the market has gone up or down by certain points, there's a good chance they're referring to the Dow. There you go. I'll read it actually for you. I like reading articles. The Dow Jones, the DJIA, was created to service the stock market and educator Charles Dow first invented, brief history, blah, 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 boom. And it's a bunch of fluff in this article. So, the reason I was reading the AI thing is because it's going to explain. I have to sift through these. The stock market is only up, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to news. I was simply looking for an answer, and Google refuses to give me an answer for most of the time. So if I read the top, right? I got my answer. I just want to point this out. I could just go to Reddit actually. Let's go to Reddit. Let's just use Reddit. A year ago, probably 60% of Americans have money in stock market directly with stock market. When the Dow goes up, so do the savings of more than half Americans. When the Dow goes down, so do the savings half Americans. So that's a shocking little number. So the Dow may be up, right? The Dow may be up. I'm not logged into Reddit. I don't have anything crazy on Reddit. I'm not logged into Reddit. Reddit's fun. Reddit's fine. Stock is going up. Stock is bad news. Live disconnected. Oh, brother. The TikTok live keeps getting disconnected. You good? Sweet. I hate going live on TikTok because it's so stupid. Anyways. So, let me summarize this. You're not on Kitchen Sales. I'm not logged into Reddit because I'm barely on Reddit. I just go in there to look at One Punch Man and Soul Leveling stuff. If you want to see what I get on Reddit, here goes what I get on. r/YouTube, One Punch Man, Soul Leveling Overdrive, Baki the Grappler, and Raven's Watch is what I do. So and that's right, Peach, you're so correct. Most of the market is owned by the top 10%. It's heavily skewed. So this is really important to actually understand. The economy is great. We're just not seeing any of it. This is so important. The economy is great. The economy is great, but we're not seeing any of it. We're not seeing any of it. Body by the pound. You're 100% correct, and those people should be in prison. I agree, Blue Dodger, man. I'm not. No one's against you. No one's against you here. No one's against you. It's not like you're in a room full of crazy far left people that are like, oh, only Trump is bad. No, they're all bad. We all agree they're all bad. Yeah, top 10% of Americans have 70% of the assets. So the economy is great, but not for us. It's good for the top. What are you talking about? Liar. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I agree with you. I just said I actively agree with you. You're saying I'm a liar. You're not in a room of far crazy leftists who are disagreeing with you. Everybody should go to jail, including Donald Trump. Hey, your video about Imru is ass. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Anyways, it's partially our fault. Financial literacy. Yeah, it's really bad. There is no trickle-down economics. They're going to hold and hold and hold. They're going to hold. They're just going to hold. That's what's going to happen. They're just going to hold. Let's go back to my GOAT. Let's go back to my GOAT and read his true social post, bro. An authenticated user? I can't look at the post. My GOAT. What's wrong? I want to see your post, my GOAT. Here, let me sign in. Ugh. I don't know that thing. You only have to make 50K to be in the top 1% yearly earner worldwide. How about in America? How much? Let's do this. How much do you have to make to be in the top earning in America? Let's try America. All that matters to me is really the top 1%. Because the difference between the top 10% and the 1% is so drastically wild. Because ignoring, let's actually ignoring what it is. Because this is the average wages, right? It's 6-figure wages. That's not most Americans. 6 figures? Who's making 6 figures? Who's making 6 figures, bro? Who's making 6 figures? Who's doing that? You? I'm sorry for your friend, buddy. Who's making 6 figures? And look at I want to point this out, right? The difference in income between the classes is so wildly bigger. It's so much wildly bigger because they have income to just waste. They have just income to waste and over again. We are in shambles, dude. We are in shambles. Like, it is bad. It is really, really bad. Like, it's horrifyingly bad. Like, it's evil. It's evil. It's just bad. Like, if I could be so blunt. If I could be real with you, if I keep it a stack with you, I think I am, but it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Working for a U.S. but I'm in Europe. You're better than most of us here. So, and people can get a credit card. I actually want to talk about this for a second. So I'm gonna talk about credit. Let's talk about credit for a moment. Let's talk about credit. So, what is credit? Right? Let's say you owe. Let's say you are down by your rent $500, right? You're down by your rent $500, right? 10K a year and a 7% early return gets 1.3 million in 30 years. So when I'm 50, I'll get $1.3 million. That's crazy. Okay, so hear me out. So let's work this out. Let's work this out. Let's say you're $500 away in rent, right? $500 away in rent. And you say, oh, I can't pay the rent. So you take out a loan of $500. And the $500 has it has a 20% interest, right? 20% interest. So you got to pay $100 extra on that 500. But you got the 500, so you're good. 20% interest credit card, you're fine. But let's say they only allow you to take out a $10,000 credit card. They say only let you. Oh, sorry. Let's be realistic here. $2,000 credit card, right? They say you can only take out $2,000 credit card at that, so you got to pay $400 extra. So boom, there you go. Isn't that interesting? So you owe extra $400, right? You'd have to pay an extra $400. We understand that. We figured that out. Do we understand we have to pay an extra $400? We understand that the class understands what I'm saying. We got it. We jotted it down. We figured that out. We have to pay an extra $400. So boom. So, but that's every month, right? Every month it goes up. The interest goes up 20%. So if you don't pay it off in a month, it goes up an extra $400. So that's $800. So in 2 months you owe $800, and then you forget about it. You forgot to pay off your credit card. Some bills hit $1,200. Oh, some bills hit. But then you pay off your credit card. So you took out a $2,000 loan. You paid it off in a few months. So you paid $360. You paid $3,600, right? Yes, you are forced to use credit cards. That isn't how debt works, and usually it's 20% 1 year, not monthly. I'll give you. You know what? You're right. I'll give you that. Let's be more realistic. Average percent interest on a car loan. Let's do that. So the average loan is 6.7%. Average used car is 11.87%. Your actual rate will base. So post credit scores. So we're looking at like 15%, somewhere around that range. Poor credit scores usually go to 20%. So if you got poor credit score, you got to pay more. Let's do that, right? And I'm not counting taxes. Let's say like that. So boom. So you got the APR, all that stuff, bada bing, bada boom. And you got to pay a monthly payment of about $500, $500 extra, right? So you got to do that. It increases over time. Because want to know what happened? This is so important. What happened is a little thing called COVID happened. So during COVID, we were getting the amazing amount of money, right? Everybody was getting all this money free from the government. And so a bunch of people were using that money to buy cars and all this other stuff. And so what happened after all that money poured in, the car dealerships raised the average monthly rate. So everybody was able to pay it because they were getting so much money. They were getting stimulus check. They got that one stimulus check. And then they were getting money from being laid off. They were getting crazy unemployment. People were going psycho. They were going sicko mode. And then what happened after that? What happened after that is that they never readjusted the rate to go back down after the COVID surplus that everybody was getting. So people were still having to pay that crazy monthly fee, and the price didn't go down. That's what happened. That's how credit works. That's credit. That's how credit works. That's what's happening with credit, best buddy. That's credit. That's what's happening with credit. Over and over again. That's it. It's greedy people being wildly greedy. I'll tell you a fun story. A little fun story I'll tell you. If you have bad credit. True, if you have bad credit. And most people have pretty bad credit. So I'm going to tell you a fun little story here. A little fun story. So little known fact, I have a very horrible car. I have a 2019 Hyundai Elantra. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but that sounds like a good car. It's 2019. Let me explain. This car has a crazy amount of miles on it, and to buy the car outright was $3,200. If I paid $3,200, I'll be able to buy the car outright. I go to the dealership. You know what they tell me? They say, hey, you can go on this 60-month plan so you won't have to pay for all this stuff outright. So let's be realistic here. Let's use some math. They wanted me. This is what they wanted me to do. They wanted me for this $3,000 car, right? $3,200 car. They wanted me to go on a 50-month plan. So let's 60-month plan. So let's divide that by 60. So I pay about $53 a month. Just $53 a month. right? It's $53 a month is what I'd be paying. So, but at an interest rate of 17%. So I'd be paying significantly more over time. Just over time. And I said, I don't really want to do that. How about I just buy it out outright? I'll just buy it outright. Right? How about I do that? Because I had the money to pay it. And I bought it outright. They were so pissed. They were trying to get me to a plan, trying to get me to features, telling me I need checkups, all this other stuff. They were trying to do that. And I just bought the car outright. And they were pissed. Because if I bought the car through a loan, if I bought the car and I do monthly payments, I'd have to get full coverage. Now, you may not know this. What's the average full coverage in Michigan? I'm in Michigan. Average full coverage in Michigan. About $279 average. Right? $279 average. Right? It's $279 average. Now, if I didn't have to do, if I get minimum coverage, I pay $169. Now, my insurance is $90 a month because I pay for my car outright. I saved myself nearly $200 buying my car outright. Credit is a horrible system. Credit is one of the worst systems. Yeah, done by banks and such. Yeah, but my dealer did financing. If I had a credit card, no car for me, only spoiled femboys. That's crazy. It's because you are black, they're going to offer such. That's a crazy statement. My credit score is 770. Crazy statement to say to me, by the way. But my credit score is 770. I appreciate you. But my credit score is 770. Anyways. Crazy statement, though. Credit is literally modern slavery. Yeah. There is good and bad use of credit. Credit is a horrible system built to keep poor people poor is how I feel about it, period. That's my entire take on it. I went to school. I have a bachelor's in business technologies, and this is the one thing my professor told me when I was in my statistics class. He said, "Hey, don't get a credit card." It's the best advice he ever gave me. He said, if you can't buy something 3 times, don't buy it once. I said, okay. Cool. And that's a very reasonable thing to say. If you can't buy something 3 times, don't buy it once. But you also got to factor in who I am. Right? You got to factor in who I am. I don't drink. I've never drank in my life. I don't go out to bars. I don't smoke. I don't have any extraneous purchases. Everything I have, all the things that I have, every extra thing I have, was given to me by somebody else. Or I've gone to food banks, I go to homeless shelters, I go to everywhere I possibly can. I go to free books. I still collect cans off the street. I sell scrap metal. I do everything I possibly can. Okay, so you're a landlord profiting off poor people. What? Where'd you get that interpretation at all? Okay, so you're a landlord profiting off poor people? Where did you... What? What? Is that a... Not you, someone else. Sorry, my bad. I was confused. No. It was fine. It's fine. Not everybody can see all the other chats. I was really confused. I was really confused. Here go all the other chats, by the way, if you want to see the vertical screen, can't see a goddamn thing. I was confused. I was like, I am? Well, I didn't know I was a landlord. I didn't know I was a landlord. No one told me that. No one told me I was a landlord. If anything happens with politics in the next hour, 27 minutes, please let me know. We're gonna talk about life for the next hour 20. You guys just tell me if anything goes crazy. We need FDR. I'm not sure how good that would pan out for us all realistically. Would FDR save us? Would FDR are you banking on FDR? Is that what you're doing? Banking on FDR? I mean, if you're banking on FDR, go crazy. Like I'm with you here. If you're banking on FDR, go nuts. I'm with you. But I'm not sure how that's going to help us. I'm not sure how FDR is going to help us. Oh, I just got that achievement. It's crazy. A game, that's right. A game, an idler. And because I have this idler, I'm able to do funner things. The system of capitalism inherently rewards predatory behavior. It does reward predatory behavior. You're not wrong. That's how capitalism works, though. I don't think anybody's truly angry at it because we haven't dismantled capitalism. It was built on good boy points of hoping people would be good, but people would not be good. You can't force people to be good. You can't really force people to be good. You can't do that. Not lie. Did I miss the Balatro? Oh, sorry. Sorry. The vertical stream has a very old thumbnail. I'm sorry about that. It just has a very old thumbnail, man. That's on me. That's my bad. Inflation is kind of cooked. It's cooked into the system. If David Bazooka... We're kind of cooked as a society when you really think about it. We're kind of cooked. But that's kind of okay, you know what I mean? It's kind of fine. We're not realizing how much advantage we have despite the fact that we are cooked. Be kind to the ultra rich and wealthy. I'm going to make a video talking about this billionaire love we have. It's strange. We have such a weird love of billionaires. I don't know where it came from. Why do we have this strange love of billionaires? Why are we in love with the billionaire population? Where'd that come from? Where do we as a society get off being in love with billionaires? Like, it's so strange. Is that not odd? That we are wildly in love with billionaires? It's so strange. David Bazooka? David Bazooka? People still think breakfast is the most important meal of the day. They're obsessed with celebrities. It is exactly the same. It is exactly the same. It is so gross to be obsessed with celebrities. Celebrities don't care about you. Celebrities do not care about you at all. Celebrities hate you when you really think about it. Celebrities really, really hate you. Like, so, think about this. Would a celebrity hang out with you? Ask yourself that question. Would a celebrity actually hang out with you? This game? Lennon does? Who's Lennon? Who's Lennon? Who is this Lennon character? Who is this Lennon guy? Who's Lennon? The CEOs have to feed their kids too. You're right. Oh, nobody's thinking about the poor CEOs. Guys, we're really being mean to the CEOs, guys. We really are. Have we considered not being so mean to the CEOs? Have we considered that? No one would hang out with me, bro. No one would hang out with the CEOs. Nobody's really looking at the CEOs. Gotta think privately. We're not thinking of the CEOs, brother. We're not thinking of them. We're not. We're not really thinking of the CEOs. They're really struggling. They're starving. They're starving. They're starving so hard. The CEOs are starving, brother. Charlie Kirk is wildly. It was crazy. What's crazy about this is that as bad as Charlie Kirk is, who's one dude's worse. Oh, hold a second. I can't send. Who's worse? The one dude's worse. Nick Fuentes is worse. Nick Fuentes is wildly worse. He's just worse. He's just worse. He's just genuinely worse. Nick Fuentes is worse. Nick Fuentes is way worse than Charlie Kirk to me. He just is. He just is. Oh, wait, I didn't want to play this one. Hold on. This isn't the one I wanted to play. I wanted to play the stupid one. Here it is. The dumb one. I was trying to play the dumb one. Here it goes. True, Kirk did have a larger audience than Fuentes. I will 100% agree. But I still think the Kirkster is a little worse. I mean, I still think Fuentes is a little worse. I think Fuentes is a little worse. Am I supposed to care about the Super Bowl? Yeah, I made a video on that. I made a whole video on that. I made a whole video on that one. He's tired. He's getting tired of the grift. He's getting tired of the grift. He's tired of the grift, brother. He can only grift so close to the sun. It would be nice if he's sick of grifting. It would be so good if he could just stop grifting. That'd be so nice. But I don't think he's ever going to stop truly grifting. We are Charlie Kirk. Hey, Fumelina. What's going on? What's going on, Fumes? What's going on? What's cracking? What's cracking? Thank you. I appreciate it. My son is in chat, guys. Did you know I'm a father? My son is in chat. My son is in chat. Balloons? Basically balloons, but a tower defense game and an auto idler. We carry the hate. Kind of wild. Nick Quinn don't call himself a white supremacist, even he is tired of grifting. He does still call himself a white supremacist. He still does that. He still does. That's still a thing he does. He didn't change anything. I knew you'd say that. I'm nobody important. You know what I'm gonna say. You know my words. You know who I am. A gift, eh? Cool. I love idle games because there's so much garbage. Love he stream. You can only grift so hard. There's only a certain amount of grift you can really do. There's only a fair amount of grift because you can't grift too hard because you'll get sick of the grift. You'll end up getting sick and tired of the grifts. You'll end up getting tired. You're gonna get eventually tired of the grift. Everyone gets tired of the grift. You can't grift forever. Can I take these boys out? Yo, let's go. Let's go. We getting them. Yeah. Victory. That was free. Can I do them again? Oh, lucky. Yeah, dude. Mine are so dry. My sweet son. My lips are so dry. My lips are so dry right now. It's really bad. It's actually really bad today. Will CEOs be around? I don't know. I don't think CEOs are really going to be around. Yeah, still confused about how Amaru is supporting Ice. It runs in the family. It does run in the family. Dry lips run in the family. No, Amaru doesn't support Ice. I think people took what she said out of context realistically. People didn't take her immediate disavowal of Ice as angry. People were really mad at her. It was really cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome. They're so pissed at her. I made a video talking about the drama, but I imagine most people didn't get past, I don't know, 20 seconds of it. Which is pretty cool. I like that. My son, you gotta just move to Detroit with your partner. That's what you gotta do. Move to Detroit with your partner. Not having an opinion is white privilege, though. True, it is. Not having an opinion is a little white privilege. But to be fair, it is gonna sound crazy. She is white. You must be a philosophical zombie. She is white. I'm not gentrifying Detroit. You have to. You have to. You gotta move with your partner and gentrify Detroit. I started seeing the whole circus. It is a circus at this point. It's a big circus overall. It's goofy. It's disheartening to an extent. It's very disheartening to an extent. I'm not a fan of what's going on and everything. That's fair, though. Him being friends with Tectone and Asmongold. We are Saros. We care. They're friendly fire for the gospel. I want to point this out, though. This is really important. I'm friends with some really horrible people, right? Like, a lot of my friends suck. I'm friends with a few conservatives and a few people that are, like, diehard maggots. They're horrible people. They suck garbage. Just because I'm friends with them doesn't mean I am okay with what they do. But I'm friends with them. Like Taraj. Taraj is cool. Taraj is great. What are you playing now? I'm just playing an idle game. I'm just watching the idle game get played. You can be. I feel like you can be friends with horrible people and still not do that. But I like being friends with bad people so I can learn their mindset. Tectone sucks. Tectone does suck overall. He reacted to one of my videos one time. That was pretty cool. It got me 500 extra subscribers. I got 500 subscribers from Tectone. That was really cool. Yeah. They're like, literally, I have a lot of friends. How can you be friends with someone that hates your existence and wants you to be secure to them? I can never be their friend. So my friends don't want that because because they don't understand a lot of things. They just don't want that. You gotta understand, people have a different perception of the most extremist people. You're looking at extremists and thinking that's the bulk of people. Most people are not extremists, right? And people who deserve it. I don't spend time with a lot of people. Like, to be fair, Femmelina, we're really good friends in my opinion. I just don't interact with a lot of people. I'm busy making videos all day. All of my friends get the same experience because I'm really making videos all day. All I'm doing is making videos all day. That's it. I am just making videos all day. All my friends get the use thing. Thank you to far right. That's disgusting. However much you hate somebody, that's how much somebody might love the person as well. You know what I mean? Right? Hey, Leonard Hope. I'd love to hear a joke. However much you hate somebody, that's how much somebody could love the other person. That's really how it is. I'm trying to spit through because they're trans. Yeah, and a lot of people like that. You can hate him. He sucks for that for sure. But there are people that, for however much you think something is basic human rights, there's somebody out there I think it is only for a certain group of people. That's how people are. That's how people are. Most people don't care though. You understand? Most people don't care. Like the average person doesn't care about any of the stuff that we're doing online here. They're not going out and having all these ideological battles and doing all this stuff. They're not doing that. They're not arguing with somebody on Twitter or having a feud with some. They're not doing that. That's not the average person. They're not doing that at all. The average person is taking their kids to work, eating some pizza, and they don't care about all this gender stuff and all. They don't care about any of that. They don't care. The average person doesn't care. The average person thinks that all trans people are crazy. And like the average American doesn't care about any of this stuff. We are the exception. Most people are focused on their immediate experience, what's happening right in front of them. That's the average person. That's what they're gonna do. That's it. How many push-ups should you do? Probably 40 would be safe. Act like you care about some side. Yeah, you have to act like you care about some side. Me personally, I don't care that much. Like, you have to act like you care about some side online, because if you're always online, you gotta have some ideology. Because people aren't gonna let you not have an ideology. They're gonna say you have to have an ideology. They're gonna do 40. Do 40. Hold up a second. Hold on. Hold on. You can't do 40? Hold on. Hold on. We'll do them together. Come on. We'll do them together. We'll do 40 push-ups right now. Hold on. We'll do 40. You ready? Hold on. We'll do it. Come on. Let's go. Right now. Come on. I'll do it slow for you. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now take a rest break at the 20. Catch yourself. Can I do push-ups? Yeah, my back hurts like crazy, and I messed up my toe with that ice stuff. But we can do 20 more. Hold on. We can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I'm not going to make excuses. My body hurts like crazy. I'm in mad pain right now. I have a lot of stuff. I have nerve damage. I'm fine. We still doing it, right? Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We did it. We did it. Derogatory. We did it. Right? Oh. Back hurts. Hi, baby. You're welcome. Y'all like my chair? How can you walk, bro? In pain. Detroit dump trucks be thick. All right, now. I'm talking about my juicy dumper. Baby, can you give me the Oreo? Baby, give me the Oreo. What's up, baby? Yeah. 1 second, guys. Hello, all. You don't have to do 40 like I did, but you can do as many as you possibly can. Ugh, derogatory is crazy. You just do what you can. That's all that matters, is doing what you can. Thank you. Oh yeah. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I have back pain. I got feet pain. I got a gum graft, so my gums are in mad pain right now. I'm in constant pain. But guess what? She's exposed to the demon rats when she just refused to release. She refused to say what's happening in the files. That's interesting. Hopefully she can expose the demon rats, you know? That'd be so fun. That'd be great. Would love that. For all of us. For all of our sakes, hopefully she can expose them all. That'd be beautiful.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Or dehydration.
This is the game of dehydration. Get the witch right there. There we go. And oh, that took all my points. Okay. These are your nerd MSCs are to recover from. I'm fine. I'll be chill. Don't you worry about me. I'll be fine. I already acquired the proper channels of what I need to do. Well, that's a lot of levels, actually. I can get a lot of levels on a lot of these guys. Hold on. I'll be fine. Ugh. I'm having a smooth, swift recovery. They told me I shouldn't do everything that I'm doing, but I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? Feel better soon? I'll be feeling great soon enough. You guys helped me enough already. You guys helped me enough. I can only do 12. Forgot workout. I'm be a femboy. 12 is good. No. 12 is amazing. 12 is good. If you can do 12, that's amazing. You've done more than most. And these also tarots or guidance. My spiritual belief is the fact that I'm spiritually inclined with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And you asked me if I have any practices. I practice every day to be the best person on earth I could possibly be. Any thoughts on tarot and spirit guides? I used to do tarot as a joke. And now I do it as even more of a joke, actually. It's really funny. See, people think that tarot actually exists, but it's actually just code reading overall. something only exists and works as much as you believe in it. So naturally, it's really fun. I think it's a fun little practice. I think it's cute and goofy. I think it's adorable. That's how I feel about it. I think it's an interesting thing to be devout about. I've seen a lot of people be into astrology, really care about their signs and their star placements and things of that variety. I've seen it a lot. And I think it's really good to have a devotion of what you want to be a part of and believe in. I think that's absolutely outstanding. But I also think, you know what I mean? This is not balloons, sadly. This is something worse than balloons.
My medicine.
Which medicine?
Resign.
Oh, it's making it popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's delicious. That's pretty cool. You thought something was going on in your downstairs mix-up, but it's not. Here's a way of checking on myself, how I'm feeling about a situation. That's pretty good. Use them however you see fit. That's the best advice you could possibly give yourself. Using them however you see fit. Whatever you could possibly do, that's really important. I'll claim new runes. I can't claim any new runes. Oh, okay, I got this. I see. Balloons is not an idle. Balloons is technically not an idle game. No, you're correct. This is near definitively an idle game. By most stretches of the word. This would be an idle game. I like idle games because they get super crazy. Better than balloons? No, not better than balloons. No, you're speaking a language of villainy and treason. You're speaking a language of heresy. Better than balloons is crazy. Better than balloons is nuts. It's not better than balloons. Is the real halftime show? That's right. Do you like random? Do you like rock music? Yeah. For a second, I thought you were talking about generally the formations in the world. I was gonna say I'm a huge fan of Stonehenge. I could see myself being a fan of Stonehenge for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. You see me with Stonehenge, we're like best friends. We're locked in. But rock in general, yeah, I like rock. Saving and exiting, bada bing, bada boom. What's crazy is that here goes the fun thing. Here goes the fun thing, right? It's the fact that I don't hate playing video games. It's just playing video games and chatting is a horrible idea for me. Just doing both is just a bad thing. I just don't like doing both. It's just not. It's dividing my attention between two sources that primarily should not be divided for. And that's what's making me goofy. Goofy. Hold on. Let's go back to Twitter and see what's going on there. Let's see. Oh, let's answer this question, guys. Let's do this as a family. Let's do this one. All right, chat. Let's ask this. What do I play in turn-based games and chatting? I am so bad at splitting focus when it comes to chat and doing anything else. I think it's because I have two chats up on my screen right now. I think what I'll do here, this is so important. I'm going to stop the TikTok one. The TikTok live is always so worthless unless I'm yelling or doing something garbage. Because what attracts different audiences on different platforms is so wildly different. It's insanely different. Can I make this bigger? I can make this bigger for me. It's not worth it. Or is it? Let's check. Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Yo, not to be freaky, viewers, but I should head to sleep now. Enjoy taking a nap. If the onion ring, just know I'm picking up my bars. Play Idle Brockbreaker, cool map games. It is a skill issue on my part for sure. He hubba on my bubba till I gum. You spitting bars. So let's answer this question as a chat. Let's answer this question as a family. You're at a restaurant. The bill is $72. How much are you tipping? How much you tipping if the bill is $72? I want to know. I'm just curious. If bill $72, how much you tipping? How much would you tip? How much you tipping if the bill $72? What restaurant and how good was the service? Okay, so the service was outstanding. Service was amazing. The waiter actually did backflips bringing the food. She's on skates and she looks good. Or it's a really attractive guy. It's a femboy. Let's just hit every statistic here. It's a femboy. He's on skates. He's chewing bubble gum. He's cracking jokes. He's having a good time. 10%? You don't tip? I like that. That's pretty good. $3.99. $25, $15 then. Okay, all right, okay, all right. If the service was absolutely amazing, someone said $50. $50 tip. Good 30, average 20. That's is Hey, thanks for following a razor or something. That's crazy. $20 for them rollers. Okay, $20 for them roller skating femboy. 15. I always like to tip 20%. So 72%, 10% of that'd be $14. 20% is $14. About $14, $14.50, I believe, somewhere around that. There, like $14.40. That's what it is. So you tip like $14, closer to 15. I think tipping is a scam, but if he's doing all that femboy roller skating, I'm gonna have to drop the 2 hay pennies on him. I'm gonna drop 5 nickels. I'm gonna carry 5 nickels. I don't agree with tipping culture. I do understand the underpaid circumstances of their job. Tipping culture is horrible. I like to round up to the nearest dollar. Why not round down to the nearest dollar? Why not do that? Have we considered rounding down? Have we considered that what if they're an evil person? What if in their free time they punch babies in the stomach? Have you considered that? This is a hypothetical, of course, but have you considered that the person giving you the food is actually doing that, right? So let's rehash the question one more time. Let's really think about this. Let's rehash the question, right? You're at a restaurant. The bill is $72. How much do you tip in? Now, we've already given the situation. We've figured it out. We figured out how it is. It's a femboy. He's roller skating. He's coming in. Big, juicy thighs. Very feminine hips. He's beautiful. He's chewing bubble gum. He's on roller skates. And he's bringing out the food and expert service. He's cracking jokes at you. And I'm going to give him 5 nickels. 5 nickels the size of quarters, so he gets confused. So he thinks he's getting actually 5 quarters, so he thinks he's getting $1.25. He can almost get a McChicken. He could think about getting a McChicken, then realize it went up in price. He could think about it. That's what he could do. But I'm offering him 5 silver. 5 silver. What if I gave him a brick of gold? What if I gave him a brick of gold, a whole gold brick? Would that work? Would that work? Would that matter? Why is the femboy at this restaurant? We don't know the restaurant it is. Let's say they're at Hooters. Let's say they're at femboy Hooters. Let's say that. So they're at femboy Hooters. $72. Am I by myself is the real question, because I can split the tip. Usually, when I go out, or when I used to go out on dates, I would have the person I'm with give the tip and not pay the entire bill. That seemed to make sense to me. That seems how equality should work. That seems like equity in my opinion. But maybe that's what we could do it. I think a brick. Maybe I could give them a pound of hummus. What if I am their waiter in the future? Is it an infinite Ouroboros of tipping? It could be that. It could be an infinite Ouroboros of tipping. And what if I am the femboy and you guys are giving me all your money and you're just giving me it? What if I'm the femboy? Have you considered that? Have you considered that I have luscious hips and a beautiful midriff? Have you considered that in your life? Has that been a question that's been going through your mind? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you hate femboys. Maybe you're racist. Maybe. It's Black History Month. Maybe. Who knows? All right, God Table, crazy thing. I'll throw him a 10. Throw him a tenner? Throw him a tenner? I'm tipping in estrogen pills. Crazy work. I haven't considered it because I'm gay. That's fair. I haven't even considered that. You got me there. What type of question depends on how well the server did? No. The server did horrible. What's up, baby? Let's say the server punched you in the stomach and burned down the restaurant. Let's say the server let's say the server whipped out a Desert Eagle. Tipping $1,000. You burned out a restaurant? I ain't gotta pay nothing. The food is free.
I'm covering the cost of the restaurant but giving it to the server.
Jokes on them. I went to that $100 tip. Not tipping, not the $100. So you tipped. Okay, so then they tipped me 20%. We didn't think about the reversey. We didn't think about the Dami Reversi. What's up, baby? Orjo. We didn't think about the Dami Reversi. We didn't consider that. We didn't consider the reverse tip strat. Hold on, I could probably pull up the chat now. There he goes. Food and entertainment, $300 tip. That's what I like to see. We're really going further with this progressiveness. I like it. We're really progressive. We've gone progressive. That's what we gotta do. We're not thinking. They owe you. You're right. They owe me. They owe me. I'm not thinking about how much money I could potentially get. I'm not thinking about the statistics. Oh, what's this? So you know why people don't play this game? I'm master ranked and have a ton of fun. What turned you off the game? I don't understand. Wildlight Entertainment creators of Highguard has seemingly laid off most of their staff as their game failed to retain its player base. Interesting. This game came out a month ago. Unfortunately, along with most of the team at Wildlight, I was laid off today. Is this LinkedIn? This one really stings as there was a lot of unreleased content I was looking forward to that I and others designed for Highguard. However, I'm excited for my next adventure. If your team or anyone you know needs an experienced level designer, hit me up. Check out my portfolio here in the last 7 years, level designer in the AAA space. Holy, man. It's just Minecraft Bet Wars but AAA. Oh my god, we're cooked. We're cooked, my brother. We're cooked. Oh, Rozzy, what happened to us? What happened to us? What happened to our nation when we can't play Highguard? We Overwatch, Highguard. What happened to our nation? Is the woke left killing Highguard? What have we become? This is so sad. This was gonna stop the woke left. That's not even what the game is about. I'm just saying garbage right now. What do we got going on here? TV reviews? Whoa. TV reviews posting dark. Tom Holland is dating a 29-year-old. There's a 3-month gap for over 9 days. They were not even born the same for a career. Hollywood normalizes this. I love how absurd this is. This may be my most favorite. This is my favorite absurdist thing I've seen of all time. I love this so much. We do not have PvE now. What do I find the Discord? Exclamation point Discord. I guess Tom Holland is a pedophile. It's so gross what Tom Holland is doing. It's so disgusting. It's vile even. They're calling him the most disgusting actor of all time. That's what they're saying in the presses. They're saying he's gross. He's sick. He's a sick, dirty man. He's evil. That's disgusting. I think me and Zendaya have the same birthday. I don't know. The sick, evil man. He's a sick, evil man. He deserves nothing. He's evil, man. He's British. Look at him. Look at this British man. Just revolting. I don't know what to do about this anymore. I'm sick. My partner just turned 30. Should I be concerned? Yeah, they're gonna have crazy lower back pain. Lock him up. Lock him up and not Donald Trump. 100%. This man is worse than the Big Stein himself. He's worse than Epstein. He's worse than Epstein. He's evil. He's evil. Tom Holland is dating a 29-year-old. There is a 3-month age gap between them. Over 90 days. They were not even born the same fiscal quarter. Hollywood normalizes this. Epstein who? Lock up Tom Holland, man. This is disgusting. And they normalize this. They tell you this is normal. They look at you and say this is the most normal thing on earth. That British people should be allowed to date. It's disgusting. Right? I don't even know why they're... Who? A pedophile? Yeah, dude. Using his Spider-Man strength over Zendaya's brittle back. This is ridiculous. We still don't even know Zendaya's last name. I can't wait for Tom. Tom should take Zendaya's last name so he can be just Tom is what it should be. This is disgusting. I am so revolted by Mr. Holland. Ugh. This is the worst. He was one of my favorite actors, too. That's the worst part. He was really one of my favorite actors. Like, he's just a pedophile. I'm sickened. I'm grossed out. I'm angry. I really don't even know. Why are we going after Trump when Tom Holland's right here? Really? Those demon rats don't want to talk about the real big issue of Tom Holland. It's disgusting. Disgusting. I bet Tom Holland was on the island. How old is he? 29? That's 29 years he could have been doing evil stuff. Filthy, filthy creature. He sucks. Hollandaise sauce is just him. He's Hollandaise sauce. He's a gross man. He's a gross, sick, twisted, vile little man with his little games that he keeps playing with these people. He's messed up. He's messed up, man. He's a messed up man. Most of the child victims were turned into trafficking themselves by Epstein after by making them character. Epstein ensured their son they should be offered amnesties in order to testify. Why am I agreeing with this? Hold on. A broken clock is right twice a day. I bet you Tom Holland is in Tel Aviv playing Fortnite with Epstein right now. My wife told me the Epstein's Fortnite account is still up. What's is it Tom Holland? Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, this is an actual bad one. Tobey Maguire is dating a 20-year-old. There's a 30-year age gap between them. He looks pretty good for 50, but that's really bad. I guess that's crazy. I mean, like, okay, all right, let's. I'm sorry. Let's. Tobey Maguire is dating a 20-year-old. There's a 30-year age gap between them. But does he not look? This is gonna be horrible. Does he not look good for 50? I've seen some really bad 50-year-old white guys. He looks. That's what they're saying. There's a 30-year age gap. He's not fit. Someone on Twitter told me he's 50. How old is he? Someone tell me how old Tobey Maguire is, please. I don't want to look it up. He's 50. He's got to be old, and it's crazy. I think Leonardo DiCaprio does this. It's just so normal in Hollywood. He's 50. He's 50, right? Am I wrong? How old is how old?
Oh my god, he is.
He's 50?
Oh my god.
He's 50. He looks amazing. I'm sorry.
That was a joke.
Okay, so I know he's a weirdo, right? We could all agree he's a weirdo, but he kind of eats. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to make a joke out of this, but I've seen some really bad 50-year looking dudes. He looks kind of good for 50. Like, right? It's got to be like he's got to be on the island. No way. He's just bad. He's just bad as your dad. This is crazy. We don't even know the woman's name. Just some random. This girl's from MSU. Just some random girl. Just some random girl. Just some random girl. Just some random girl. Just random girl on the internet.
Tobey Maguire
Tobey Maguire is a bad person. He is a bad person. Like, we already knew this, but he kind of eats for 50. Like, he's gonna be looking horrible in his 60s, but he's kind of eating for 50. Like, he's a horrible guy, but is he not eating? Bro, you look 50. I do? That's good. I hope I look 105 all the time. Is a green moment for sure. Unless he met her at 20. I don't even know. Who knows? You know what's crazy? He doesn't even care. We're still gonna watch the Spider-Verse.
Huh?
You take your girlfriend to the Super Bowl. She can't even legally drink a beer. I'm sorry. I'm reading all this stuff. It's crazy. Even if they met at 20, she can't drink alcohol. If they met at 20, she'd be negative 10 years old. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Met when she was 20. Wait, why? What did he be considered a bad guy? It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff about Tobey Maguire. I might make a video about this. I might make a video about this Tobey Maguire stuff. This might be a video. You might see me make a video about this. This might be. Anyways, you're gonna hit 50 years old like an old man that was sitting in a desk rag on day until you approach him and he gives you the wisest word ever spoken. Me? I'm gonna hit 50 and I'm gonna be hitting cartwheels in a mental asylum is what I'm gonna be doing. YouTube good. Why would he do you're a bad guy? You look they're 20, they're hard to judge with that age range. I'm literally 29. The braids are pretty. Hey, thank you, Zitters. Appreciate you. They're gonna come out real soon. Getting sick of them. Getting real sick of them. Getting real sick of them. I feel like I should. I'm going to Motor City FurCon this week, and I feel like I should keep them in. Please make a video. I watched the SB and didn't even know about this. I'm gonna probably make a video about this. Usually when I share a tweet, I usually use that as video inspiration. It might be tomorrow. Might be a video tomorrow. I might make a video about Pam Bondi tonight, and then hang out with my wife. Maybe. For. Tell you what, here's what we'll do, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna make this video about Pam Bondi, but we'll be back tomorrow. We had a pretty good stream today, right? Did we have a good stream? Was this fun for us? Did we have a good stream? Did we have a good stream today? That's good. That's good. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and we will go crazy. I think they're doing to make it so. Are we people saying players that exposes the Trump role? That's not even crazy. That wasn't even crazy. Maybe. I like the maybe. I like that uncertainty. That's good. I like that. That's good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Here goes my outro. I'm out. Peace. Bye.
Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game.